Hello everyone, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist, and welcome to your Scorpio New Moon Astro-Numerology forecast happening on November 7th at 4:02 p.m. Universal Time in London, 11:02 a.m. New York, and 8:02 a.m. in LA. Now, Scorpio always goes to the depths of everything. It's not necessarily a fun sign, but it's a very deep sign, and it always wants to reach the truth. So this is a very important new moon that comes around every year because it allows for tremendous transformation, which is really the key word for Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. It's ruled by Pluto. Pluto is about empowerment through truth, so it can go very deep into matters that are not that conscious and come to the surface. And that's why the scorpion, the stinger, goes to the nuts and bolts, the origins of whatever matter you need to look at. So during this time every year, when the new moon comes, we have new beginnings that are based on some kind of truth that we have discovered. And it uncovers maybe something we're not that comfortable, right? When it's hidden or suppressed and it comes up, it's not something that we generally want to see. However, it takes you out of your comfort zone emotionally, and that allows for tremendous growth. And that's, of course, how transformation happens. It is through self-growth, inner awareness. So a transformation always happens to you on some level in your life if you're willing to go beyond your comfort zone. Now, this is happening on the 7th of November, and the number 7 is very spiritual. It actually resembles heaven at the top coming down to earth in terms of intuition. So that diagonal line that comes from the top, which is a symbol of the light of heaven, comes down, inspires you so that you're able to handle anything as it comes up. So it's important to note at this point that the 11th month always activates that portal number of walking through the portal, being in the present moment, not looking forward, not looking back, and being present. And that's really the place we feel joy, right? Because it's timeless. So this year, because 2018 is an 11 universal year, we have the 11-11 portal all month long. This is very, very powerful. It doesn't happen often, so take advantage of this moment because you will be able to reset and recalibrate at levels that are very fast, very healing, with minimal trauma because you are so present to take advantage of the truth that's coming through that it just naturally purges what is there. So what you want to do is, since the new moon in general is always about rebirth and a fresh energetic surge of new beginnings, you want to bring your environment in order so that you feel nourished during this time. You want to receive those spiritual insights, that number 7, no matter what is coming your way. So make it a day of introspection on the 7th. And astrologically, so much change is being implemented in a place of harmony and peace. And I'll tell you why. Because this new moon is set up to bring you energetically into balance. It is one of the most wonderful Scorpio new moons I have seen in a long time. In fact, it's not a usual Scorpio new moon, and that's because the sun and moon together in Scorpio are trine to Neptune and sextile to Pluto. So let's look at Neptune first, because Neptune is all about unconditional love, forgiveness, service to others, compassion, having the motivation to expand your impact so that you can achieve your dreams, right? So this is the thing about Neptune. It does expand similar to Jupiter. So we have this moment now where Neptune's stepping in its own sign of Pisces and forming this gorgeous trine to the sun and moon in Scorpio. And it can take you to that next level of evolving into that spiritual light being that you know you are. This is your source, right? Scorpio goes to the source, and you're going to know your source. And you realize that the more you expand your role, your divine mission here on earth, the more you are actually helping others. So it's really important to understand to put your spiritual destiny into practice. Now, Neptune is at 13 degrees. November in 2018 is a 13 universal month. So the number 13 figures as well. And this is the number of the divine feminine. So, and it is also about life, death, transformation, just like Pluto. So we really know now that the empowerment will happen because we are open to change. The new moon itself, the sun and moon are at 15 degrees Scorpio, and 15 is the spiritual alchemist number. So merging these together, it's uplifting through joy, uplifting through love, and generating a beautiful transformation as a result. And then that sweetness, that caring, that tenderness that Neptune is bringing is going to just make it so beautiful, so exquisite. Now, the second aspect is the new moon sextile to Pluto. So this is, again, a harmonious transit, a harmonious connection, and Pluto, of course, rules Scorpio. So this is very important when the actual lunation, in this case the new moon, makes an aspect to the planet that rules the lunation, in this case Scorpio and Pluto. So this means you're going to get really empowered. You are determined and filled with a sense of purpose now, the courage to just see the truth and tell the truth. And because Pluto rules Scorpio, it's emphasizing all that symbolism. So you want to get to the root to the matter. You want to find your unconscious drivers. What is driving you to do what you're doing? Maybe things you haven't seen, right? So Scorpio is uncovering that, and Pluto, and like I said, the Scorpion goes straight for the truth. So this sextile with Pluto means you will discover the truth in a more gentle way. And coupled with that beautiful trine to Neptune, this is a really, really beautiful new moon to experience. That's why it's going to feel different from other new moons in Scorpio in previous years. Now, Jupiter, final thing here, Jupiter is at the final last degree of Scorpio during this new moon, the 29th degree of Scorpio, and it's going to move into Sagittarius on November 9th, 2 days later. Actually, November 8th, I believe it's happening, 1 day later. So this is really, really pivotal. And so Jupiter in Sagittarius just is at the promise of a new cycle with the prospect of exploring new horizons, seeing your life from a new positive perspective. The positivity will really be flowing. The expansion, the unlimited sense of joy and bliss is going to expand tremendously. So this is all happening at the time of the Scorpio new moon. It's a really pivotal event this year. Very exciting. Again, happening in that 11/11 month as well. Just accept change, accept any conversations that take you off guard and look at why you're feeling off guard, because we only feel that when there's something we need to see, right? Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be feeling off guard. So we need to really be very strong and very much in integrity, and meaning accept the truth no matter how it evolves, and also very, very respectful of others and their journey, and that their truth may come in different ways than how we imagine it to be. So all of those things are really important. And so if you want to know more about how you're wired, what your purpose and destiny is, because it's all written in the stars when you're born, right? It's all written in your name as well, in your birthday. The Astro-Numerology of who you are is super important at this time, because it'll help you understand how you are wired to address all the shifts in your life. And so I've created a free 90-minute masterclass where I teach you about your own numbers, how they impact you, also your star code, the numbers in your star code. It's really fun. You'll really enjoy it because it delves deeper into you, into who you are, and what your soul purpose is. So I hope you enjoy that. Just click on this link. It'll take you to a page where you can register for that free 90-minute webinar. And I know you're going to love it because it's just so important, especially at this time of the year when we're in the Scorpio experience, to dive deeply into who you are at soul level. So have a wonderful Scorpio new moon, and I will see you in 2 weeks for the Gemini full moon. Bye-bye for now.